he thought that by me kind of saying that on that episode, it was very hurtful. It showed I didn't I don't know. He said there's a lot of people in my life that I think it would hurt, and I didn't care about that.
Off pod.
This may be going way too deep, honestly, because this isn't exactly what I wanted to get into.
What? Don't control where it's going. Just go.
No,
with
because
it.
the second part of this convo isn't really related to this, but it's overarching. So I think going into this part is too deep, but I do think you need to know why he said it.
Yeah. So why did he say it? Welcome to.
I thought it's you.
You do it this time.
No, you got it. You got it.
Welcome to another episode of Nothing's Ever That Serious. We got a sign.
It's still here.
And we got some interesting fashion choices tonight. He's got the Lil Uzi Vert inspired fit. I like it. He brought out a vest. He was like...
Yeah. He's like, hold on, right before you press record. He get me.
What's the inspiration? Lil Uzi behind that fit? I like it. You look good.
It looks nice.
Thank you.
Say this.
I just want to rap.
Do the dance.
Guru know the dances, man.
Guru know the dances. Guru's a young boy.
Yeah.
I saw him, because we were still living together, and now the trend is they doing that float walk. And he was coming down the stairs. He was just floating down the stairs. His feet weren't even touching the stairs.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Light on the feet.
Light on your feet. Keeping up with the trends as I like it.
That's nice.
Yeah. But how you doing, sir?
I'm good, man. I'm
Back
good
for another episode. Continue to like and subscribe.
Please
Continue to like and subscribe. You know, I would like to see this podcast being a prevalent podcast while I'm still young. I'm not trying to have a full gray beard, hanging out with you two young, handsome lads. You know, there's only a matter of time. Like you seen Beauty and the Beast?
Yes.
You know when the rose petals were falling.
It's an hourglass, and the grains are falling.
Yeah. So please like and subscribe.
We hear it's good for the algorithm.
Yes. Push our videos.
Yeah. I just want to make sure I get this out just in case.
Okay.
But we did some running around today, and I could have very well been pranked by a little kid. So everybody who's on TikTok, I need you to do your homework. Mm-hmm. I'm not on TikTok, so scour the streets for me. This little kid claimed he recognized me from YouTube.
We were browsing. We were waiting for Guru to get home, so we went to the mall.
Yep.
And a little Caucasian.
Yeah, little boy.
He couldn't have been more than 8 years old.
Yeah.
What did he say to you?
He's walking by with his dad, and he said, "I know you from somewhere." And I was like, "Really?" He said, "Yeah, I know you from somewhere." And he told his dad to take a picture. He took a picture. But as soon as he took that picture, I saw myself on TikTok. And it's just a picture of me and the boy like talking about how he
that robot voice from TikTok.
Yeah.
Going around the mall and telling people they look like celebrities.
Telling strangers they're celebrities. So in case if y'all do see me on there, it's not a skit on my part. If that was a genuine moment, shouts out to that kid and shouts out to his dad. Shouts out to the family.
That brightened your day a little bit.
I don't know.
Until you realized
I realized I was just TikToked.
Till you realized he was famous.
Yeah, he probably has a huge following. He got me. So if I got done dirty, it is what it is. I'm a good sport.
That's interesting you say that, because I've kind of been like on social media a lot more lately, and it seems like everybody has a platform now. Okay. Like we knew that. I'm not saying anything new.
Yeah.
But it's like legit. It's to the point where like we're trying to build and grow our platform.
Yeah.
But it's people doing way, like I saw this dude who reviews food.
Yes.
He like buys like hot dogs, and he's like, I bought a hot dog from Sonic and I bought one from Sam's Club. And
I know what you're talking about.
You seen this dude?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
He's bigger than us. Mm-hmm. And he's like, this bread, this bun, you seen him?
I don't know who we talking about.
He's got
he know. Guru know. Not Keith Lee. Keith Lee. Shout out to Keith Lee though, man. He got the whole world in a frenzy right now. But you talking about the other dude.
White guy. He's a little his bus was he didn't ride the full size bus. Now I'm not even saying that to be mean because I know you got to be politically correct. And we back in our day we used to call it the short bus. You used to take the short bus, right? You rode the short bus?
No, I would see the short buses, but I didn't.
Okay. You used to throw rocks at the short bus.
Short bus, shoddy.
What's that? What'd you say, Uzi?
What was that? That was one of your
Short bus, shoddy.
one of your numbers.
Short bus,
Shoddy, yeah.
Yo, but no, for real, people do find their lanes and they do.
Yeah.
You know,
Have you noticed that? Like anybody, they're just like, you should start a TikTok.
Oh yeah,
like, maybe I should.
Mm-hmm.
it's definitely the new wave. I think everyone's going to be an influencer. No, like
Real talk.
not even.
No, really.
I think that's just life. That's what we're headed toward.
I'm actually encouraged though, because this is probably the best time to be.
Ahead
if
of
you
it.
are a creator, it's a really good time. We got a lot of tools.
It's gonna be a requirement.
Yeah,
to be a creator.
Just like how in schools you had to have a TI-83.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to have an influencer page.
This is an interesting talk though, because I feel like I don't like doing social media. I don't like that presence. I don't like the content creation. Yet I'm a filmmaker, I'm a creator, but I don't consider myself a content creator. Or like we're content creating when we do this, but like outside of that, I don't enjoy that. I don't enjoy that grind. I don't enjoy that kind of presentation. And it's interesting that I do think you have to be that now, and like I don't care. And then there's like I feel like an air of just mystery and growth and just things like that you lose. We talked about this on the privacy episode, but I think you just, I don't know. One, it's like how real is it? And then two, when it's real, I still feel like you're losing something that, I don't know. I think there's an appreciation for. Like there's an appreciation for someone like Kendrick to disappear and then come back and drop something. There's like, even with like, whether it's film directors or musicians or who cares? But it's just like,
I don't know. I kind of like to see him do some street interviews in between albums.
You know, roll out.
I mean, every now and then, but you know.
I get what you're saying.
There's that air of like somebody just being able to disappear, grow, learn, and come back with what they've learned that I think we're going to lose.
But can you still do that? Like, that's a different... Kendrick started his career... We're talking about Kendrick Lamar for the... I mean, wait, what's his last name?
I thought we were talking about Kendrick Perkins. My bad.
We're talking about, but they were coming up in a different era where like things weren't necessarily pushed through social media. Like there wasn't that requirement to, I mean, he's so great that like he can do that. But do you think like a new artist, they're probably, now that people are so like more, give me more. Like, I don't think you could do that.
I think the great artists will be able to, and the people who know how to market and present themselves in that manner.
Right.
But I think so many people are hopping on this wave that they're going to kind of lose that opportunity or...
The wave of like, we want total access of your life.
Yeah.
If you're...
Even myself as a content creator, right before it was a thing to put out projects around the clock, like I was putting out like skits and stuff, like a lot. And I stopped because... Even though I would see the engagement and stuff from stuff like that, I know I was conditioning my audience to, I'm deliberately shortening their attention span.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't want them to lose the quality in their mind. So now if I put out something, I don't want you to just experience it once and just, okay, so now we just wait for the next thing to do. Like, no, this is good. Keep watching it. And keep
you can sit
live
with it. And you can like watch it over and over. You can dissect it in different ways. And also, I think with so much content, you are losing quality. And I think the people out here who are putting out that much quantity, you don't understand that they have teams behind them. And you're never going to be able to produce quality that much without a team. And then you even see these people grow, and then they're like, oh, I want to move into something else, but I can't because I got to get a team. And then you're seeing their team come on, and then they step away. Someone else is running their stuff while they're doing new ventures. So it's like it's not even, I don't know, it's not real to me. It's just it's weird.
Because, I mean, the dad was definitely in on the little boys.
He was in on it.
On TikTok.
He was in on it. And,
when he held the camera.
But don't worry. I remember what the dad looked like. So if they did me wrong, I can find them at the mall.
But in that vein, just talking about being content creators and how it impacts our lives and things like that, how has just being a content creator like impacted, your life, either like while we're not creating content, besides being recognized and things like that?
Rarely is it as rewarding as you would think, because you don't get to explain everything. Mm-hmm. So when we do stuff, we just hope people get it, and sometimes they don't. Right. And when they don't, you can't get every individual person to be like, no, well, what was happening here was this and that. So once you get to a certain scale where we're choosing. We're like, essentially, we're in front of a camera. We know there's a camera there. We know there's mics. Yeah. So we're like choosing which versions of ourselves essentially to provide them. 90% of this can be a joke, but somebody who
doesn't know you or seeing you for the first time
could be like, wow, that dude's off. And I am. I'm not saying I'm not, but
you rode the short bus.
But to what degree? Did I take the short bus all 5 days, or did I do 2? Was I a part-timer?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Can you say that? Am I going to have to cut that?
Uzi, please don't copyright us, please.
I'm going along with it, but is that a real Uzi
That's
song?
Original.
That's a real.
No, it's a Soulja Boy Flocka.
Yup.
Well, no, I'm just kidding.
That was it. Soulja Boy, I think. Yeah, Soulja Boy.
It won't really them though.
It was a parody of them. Yeah, it was. It was a cartoon. I remember that.
Okay.
And it just sit on the bus.
Yeah. Lil B too, right?
Yeah, but no, I mean, I definitely see what you're saying, and I think we've kind of talked about this in previous episodes, where I'm probably the one closest to where who I am on the pod reflects who I am off the pod, because I'm just gonna say anything on the pod, and I'm gonna say anything in real life.
I agree. Since I met you,
right,
ain't been no different.
Yeah,
I think we've talked a lot about like putting certain things out, and we're like, ooh, how are people gonna take this? And I think from the jump, I've kind of taken the same stance where I'm like, I know who I am. The people who know me know who I am, so I don't really care. I can put anything out, and like at the end of the day, they can take it how they want to take it. But if people get to know me, or people actually know me, they know me. However, recently, I've come into some situations that have shown me that might not be the case.
Hold on now. Hold on. Wait. Who messing with the goo? Yeah?
So it's interesting because you think someone knows you, and I guess sometimes one thing said or done can completely shift or change someone's opinion of you. And sometimes it's like, yo, where's this coming from? Because, I don't know, for us to have known each other, or for me to think you understand me, it's funny that you allow one mistake or one, not even a mistake, but maybe a mistake, or maybe something just as in a joke.
Something said in the moment,
a joke, or like something said in the moment.
A fleeting thought.
A random thought, like shift an entire viewpoint, you know?
Right.
Like, for instance, we can sit through a whole episode and I can be having a real conversation with you guys saying how I feel about something. And then in the last 2 minutes, I make a joke, and that joke could literally just completely erase everything I just said, and people take that joke. So, and it's funny because now I'm sitting here and I'm like, how should I portray myself on this podcast? Because, like I said, I had someone come up to me and say something, and it was someone who it shocked me that they even brought up what they brought up. So, recently I actually had a conversation. I had a conversation with my dad.
Okay.
And he
Shout out to Mr. Guru.
And he said, you know what? Just based off of like watching the pod, like I've gotten to know you in a different way watching the pod and just seeing different things. And you know, I'm proud of where you are and just how you've grown. And I'm thinking about some of my own parenting decisions and things that have happened, and just, you know, what it's led to. And he said, And I think I'm starting to realize that you're a chauvinistic.
Hold on. I've always heard that word, but
Pops ain't say that. It wasn't Pops. Pops ain't say that.
I don't know what it means exactly. You always heard he called you a chauvinist pig. Wait, chauvinist is like, that's like somebody. Is that the same thing as like masculinity? Like
it's someone who's like prejudiced toward women.
Yeah, it's like a toxic. I was gonna say like a toxic masculinity.
Overly.
Okay. Well, we're only 20 minutes into the episode, but you don't even have to finish. I see what you're saying.
He's absolutely correct.
You know, we try to stretch these conversations out, but anybody got another topic?
We've already turned the first domino. We can put a pin in this one. He's right. But that's pretty interesting. What did he say specifically?
No, he watches all the episodes.
Never mind.
So he brought up 2 instances.
Okay. Well, first I want to know what was your response? Was it kind of, or was it like me, or was it like I could see that?
Yeah, I was shocked. I was like, "Where's that coming from?" I said, "Where are you coming to this conclusion, and where are you kind of pulling this from?"
Right.
Because I don't know. I just never even thought I had portrayed anything close to that. And I didn't know where. It was just shocking because it was like, here goes someone who's like you're close to, and you, like I said, you think really knows you, and someone that you. It's funny because in our household we're people who we just joke and we'll just say stuff. But I'm in my head, we all know. Like it's just like, and it was just one of those moments where I was like, whoa, like where is this coming from? Yeah. So he actually.
Like I said, I would love to jump in and be like, that's interesting. Where would he get that from? But you're going to have to do that.
That's interesting, man. Where did you get that from?
I mean, could it be the why'd you cheat when he just showed no remorse?
Could it be episode 13?
Where he was like, what was he doing when he was the using the big words when the girl asked
the
him?
Pontification of the...
No, but he was trying
antithesis
he was belittling her, like the audacity of her to come after she found the
ambiguity of the
no. You had told the story on the podcast. That's how she found out, and you messed up the dates. and then that's how she knew.
She put 2 and 2 together.
Put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah. But when she came to him with it,
he was like,
he tried to act like 2 + 2 don't equal 4.
Yeah.
The gratuitation of
woman, and then he finished. You said woman, right? Don't be coming at me like that, woman.
And this is a perfect example of how one episode, even
the calligraphy
after 2 seasons and 50+ episodes, one episode is going to completely shift everything that someone has seen. Which I do think if someone presents to you a truth, you should know how to recognize it and accept it. So I do think sometimes people don't necessarily present themselves truly, and then you get, clues or something happens. However, that kind of shocked me.
Did he say specifically what it was, or
yeah, he did.
Are you willing to share?
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all called me an asshole last season. I didn't believe y'all.
What are you talking about, man? I bun different.
All right, let's hear the evidence.
Yes. What files did he have? Because he was showing you by clips. He was like, so this ain't you? Did you?
He had them time stamped.
So he actually pulled up 2 episodes
on the family TV.
He didn't even pull them up, but so he actually brought up an episode, and it's an episode that is funny because since this episode has come out, it's brought a lot of kind of conversations with it. He brought up our interracial talk episode.
Dang.
I've gotten some stuff, but I don't know if I want to say it on the pod.
I just thought of something. I'm like, do I want to say that?
Yeah, listen. You can save that one.
Hold up.
You can allude to it.
Do you want to say it for what?
I think I had to go about this. So he brought up that episode
I don't see how that went, where he could get it from that.
Well, if he pontificates upon thee.
If the
I don't know if I can go into this.
If the nucleus of the episode.
Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine.
I think I would be proving his point by going.
Damn.
You can't not go into it because of that.
That episode is hard to.
No.
All right. So the reason
You was going to stop to protect your image? Y'all lucky I edited these.
You attempted to disassociate the bondiferous.
Oh man! Thank God I edit because he would have a halo over his head.
Nigga thought he got away with that.
No, so not prove the point that I'm chauvinistic, something
Okay.
else.
Okay. Well, come on, we want the real.
So he actually brought up our "You People" episode
Okay.
and kind of me speaking on preferences and who I would date and kind of where I see myself in the future and the relationship I would like for myself. And in the past, as I've also said on that episode, I had a relationship with a white girl. So I think in the way I kind of presented that episode, he thought that by me kind of saying that on that episode, it was very hurtful. It showed I didn't I don't know. He said there's a lot of people in my life that I think it would hurt, and I didn't care about that.
Off pod.
This may be going.
What I said.
This may be going way too deep, honestly, because this isn't exactly what I wanted to get into.
What? Don't control where it's going. Just go.
No,
with
because
it.
I the second part of this convo isn't really related to this, but it's overarching. So I think going into this part is too deep, but I do think you need to know why he said it.
Yeah. So why did he say it?
That's why he said it.
Because it would hurt.
Because somebody.
Because y'all got white
in
people
his mind,
in
he's
your
saying,
family.
So in his mind, there was a girl I just used.
Oh.
And he was like, I just never saw you as that. And in the fact to see that episode, I felt you used her.
The one girl that I liked.
I felt you used
Apologize in the camera right now.
Well, if you continue to bondiferate the
She moved to
qualifidentality.
Then she moved to California. Then she moved to the West Coast.
her.
I bet you made a move to the West.
I forgot about her.
We
Dang,
talking about the same people.
the little short white girl. You was using her to get to your black queen. You were stepping on her head.
Okay.
You chauvinistic pig.
Dang.
That was the conversation. So, and I was like, I don't know. It was kind of, like I said, it took me off guard. Because one, that wasn't what that situation was at all. And two,
So
I
you
just
love that
thought,
white girl is what you're saying.
This is a dangerous SOB here. You know what I'm saying? You're sharing the room with a dangerous SOB, okay?
Sounds like we need to redo that episode.
Sounds like we need to revisit, huh?
Sounds like you need to come over and sit on this side. How about you? You made any progress since that episode? This is going a different direction, though. I see what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. But this is why I was like, it's dangerous for me to talk about it or not dangerous, but it's a whole separate conversation that's going on.
I like it though. I think you need to clean it up. Apologize.
And then even y'all jokes are like, your jokes, like I want y'all to joke, but then your jokes, when I was like, it proves his point. One of the conversations we had was even back to how you brought stuff on the pod and how I was so against that. But then he thought in that moment, I just completely didn't care about people in my life or just anybody. And he was just like, for you to speak that way. And I was like, who cares? I'll stand and talk about race
what do you
any
mean?
day.
Hold
But
on,
it was
I'm not
just
following. What's the second thing? Say it again.
how
I brought stuff on the pod.
about
He was appreciating that.
your
about
past
my
relationship.
And he said I did it the right way.
No.
Oh.
But I'm saying I'm doing that now in a sense of like,
But you're not saying anything bad about anybody.
I'm not, but still, that's why I was like, I got to think of the way to approach it. Wow. Like because even you asking that question, the reason I didn't answer it is because I don't think I ever did.
You trying to pontificate to me that you didn't
No, it wasn't.
Mine differate the Julio
I
Pan.
love that white girl.
I'm saying,
Yeah. Well, I don't see what. I'm not following you on what you're. Like, yeah, I want you to be cautious about. If you didn't feel that way, then it's just his opinion, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, if you disagree with it, like you said, if somebody presents something to you, and it's like, oh, this might have been something I overlooked.
But I think you saying that because it was your dad, it's kind of like,
It's kind of like, you know me.
yeah,
Like
coming
how-
from him, it's a
Right.
yeah.
Like, well, how could you think that I would ever do that?
Yeah.
You could present it if you want to start over as,
You want to say a family member?
yeah, I always just say family member if that's the case.
I don't care about him being.
You care about the girl you love still watches it?
No, I don't even care about her because that was the conversation we had where I was like, that doesn't matter. I don't care.
Okay.
But even in the conversation, it's like, I don't know. It's weird because this whole episode
You don't
to
care
me,
that her feelings were hurt that you used her.
No, this is what I'm saying.
That she found out that she was
The
used.
whole episode to me is about how you can say something and it be taken a completely different way.
Okay.
Right.
And now I'm realizing that if I go through with this episode, everything I say is going to be taken a complete opposite. And like I'm saying, I don't want y'all to stop joking, but I guess it doesn't matter.
That's the format. I mean, people know when. All right.
It doesn't matter. I'm
For
just
people
gonna go.
who are confused, who are new to the
No, because
show.
we're gonna cut all this out anyway, so it don't matter.
No, I know, but people who are confused, the formula is
You
somebody
don't have to
presents
explain
something
it.
serious.
Let's just keep going.
No, but there's a lot of people who ride the short bus
Yeah.
who watch our show.
Sometimes they miss it. They miss it sometimes.
I don't care. I'll just keep going. So, yeah, it kind of shocked me because I was like, "You're someone who knows me." Wait,
Wait, what's getting cut?
do I have to re-say the
I don't think you said anything bad about
I explained why he didn't.
you.
He thought so.
You said that.
Well,
You said that he had taken a liking to the white girl, and then to find out that
Yeah.
she didn't mean as much to you as he thought.
Yes.
Because you brought her to Thanksgiving. Your mom put cranberries in the raisin in the potato salad. Tried to make her feel at home. She baked a ham, not knowing that you was over there stewing. I love this podcast. I love you guys. This is fun. Like, this is fun, man.
I love this place.
All right. I think you sufficiently.
But what was the
Not.
second?
I mean, sufficiently like discreetly enough. I guess you like made it was clear, or is it just clear to us because we know?
I think it's clear to us.
so
okay.
I guess this is because the issue is it wasn't clear to him, and it's the reason I start second guessing it is because we talked about the episode and what pretty much his convo was. I think it was really up, and my mindset was, you know what, coming from you, I'm gonna respect that because the fact that like I said, I expect you to know me. So the fact that you stopped me, it really made me rethink how I went about certain things. Because I was like, I would have never, ever thought you would approach me and say that. So it really made me think, and I was like, all right, let me really think of how I present myself. So now, even in speaking about it now, I'm doing the same thing that he brought up there that made him feel that way.
Wait, hold on. You talking in pontification? Say that.
No, I follow.
So that's where the second
I
guessing.
wrote the short bus.
That's where the second guessing came from. Because
Say
now
the
I'm
last
sitting
one.
here and I'm like, he would watch this episode and say the same thing of she's still a topic. You're still presenting her, and even though I don't view it that way, he would view it that way. And it's funny.
But you haven't even addressed it. You haven't even addressed your response yet.
I know, but because I started talking and I was like,
Why would he be mad that we're talking
That's
about
how
it?
he
We're
would
talking
view
it through. You're in your head. Your dad's in your head.
yeah, because like I said, someone checked me who I'm close to.
Yeah. So now you gotta talk about
I am thinking about
what
it.
you're gonna like.
And I think to me it's a prop when someone that close or that who means that much to you checks you. I think it really
it affects you.
It really makes you sit and rethink about things. So now I am sitting here rethinking about things
Right.
in the moment because I thought about it beforehand and it now that it's going, I'm like, I think in the moment I'm coming to how I want to present myself. And it's like it's switching up how I want to go about the conversation. But that's why I was like, but it will mess up the flow of our show. So
no, everything has been good so far as long as it's
and this in. Honestly, this can stay in because it's
real.
Yeah.
But no, I get what he's saying because
it is a small number of people who can have that effect on us.
Yeah,
and I think like you said, we joke so much on this show that I think the people who know us and watch from like day one, they can kind of see between the like, oh, he's joking, oh, he's being serious. I can tell by his the way he delivered that if he's being serious or not.
And even going on this topic, I know I'm not a chauvinist, right? But going on this topic,
technically,
there's so many jokes we're gonna make. That by the time this episode ends, they're gonna think all three of us are
yes.
It's really not gonna clear anything up.
We're canceling out.
How are we chauvinists? What did I do?
I mean, it's coming. Trust me.
Oh, wait, there's more?
If I hadn't stopped us, if I hadn't pulled us back and been like, hold up, do I want to tell this story? The next 20 minutes would have been...
Your dad found stuff on us too? He found some dirt on us?
No, I'm just saying, you guys' jokes would have also positioned you that way. However, it would have been less that weight on you guys because it was my story. Because you guys would have...
what's the story?
That he's being told that he's a chauvinist, but we joking about it. It's kind of like we're a part of it too.
I'm joking that I agree.
Because we can sit here, we can sit here and joke.
No, I think me and Jay were taking the position of your dad's side, but in a joking way.
No, I get you.
So you just got to defend. You had to defend how you received it. You don't want to accept it. Here's the issue you're having. You think saying somebody told me something, or you said it. You said I don't think that I am. But that is tough when you're going through that, when somebody checks you, I like that word, that knows you well. It does make you like, not because I keep drawing it back to this, but I was like, I'm not a narcissist. I'm not an egotistical narcissistic asshole, but like people prevalent in my life are saying this. I'm like, I don't think that I am.
Yeah.
But it's like it blurs you get in this state of cognitive dissonance where you're like questioning like everything essentially. Like, man, like how am I presenting myself? Why did he say this about me? And it's so I know what you're going through, but I don't think not addressing like your thoughts or like your initial thoughts is gonna make us think you're less of a chauvinist. There's nothing you can say.
You can't clean it up.
There's nothing you can say. The episodes are published. They're not coming down.
So there's two things that I realized. One,
you wanted to delete it?
We could just take them.
We can go renumber them, buddy. I'll do it tonight.
We could just make a little. When they click on, we could keep the same thumbnail, but when they click on it, just have you like, body yeah.
Change it to the peanut butter jelly song. Peanut butter jelly.
Or what's that thing where you used to Rick roll people? I don't want to lift you up. They're gonna watch this episode and be like,
DJ
"Take my life, just party." They be like, wow, which episode? I missed that. Let me go back and watch.
They gonna forget.
Guru being a chauvinist. Never gonna lift you up. Never gonna sing you up. All right.
So I realized the two.
This is fun.
He's enjoying himself.
I am.
So I realized the two reasons I'm hesitant aren't because of that. It's because one, I realized it's not a platform I can have a serious conversation because my jokes are gonna. Because I'm thinking of jokes in the moment, and I'm like, dang.
Well, you don't joke, we'll joke.
And then I realized, too, that to break down that moment of what was going on in that moment, which I really don't need to explain to the world. I just need to explain to him, which I already did. But that's where I was going. And I was like, I don't need to do that. It would have been too personal. But that was me feeling like we had already had the convo, so I didn't have to rehab it. But I was trying to explain it to you guys, and I was about to rehab it. But I didn't need it.
Okay.
So anyway, that was my issue. But it gets deeper. So when he brought this to me, I was like, why did I even said it's crazy to me that you even thought this. And we had a conversation. We kind of talked it through. And by the end of the conversation, he was like, that makes sense. Like, he was like, oh, you cleared it up. Like, that it registers with me. Hey, I get where you were coming from. That makes sense. This, that, and the other. So I was like, all right, cool. However,
was the gist of it like, not everything that I say is like like a way to kind of like overarch like how I like truly feel about this.
Well,
or like you can't take a snippet of a conversation that I'm talking about something else
and apply it to everything. Yes,
yeah,
that's what it was. Okay. As well as he had some other things that he had saw that we had never ever really talked about. So since he never got an explanation or answer, then he was attributing these new ideas to that.
Oh, okay.
But it's like I said, it made me think back to like just life and be like, how am I presenting myself? And it brought me to another instance where someone close to me said something.
It don't stop. It don't stop. We still here.
So my sister.
Damn, this immediate.
Also,
you just said cousin, I'd be like, okay.
Me and my sister were having a conversation one day. And it was like a really deep conversation. I don't know, it was kind of spiritual, and we were speaking on just kind of a woman's spiritual role just in the world, or however you want to define that. And after the conversation, she said, wow, like I never knew that's how you viewed this. And honestly, to hear you say that was such like, she was like, it was refreshing. It was just, I don't know, it just kind of shook me in a manner because I didn't know that's how you felt. And I was like, how did you not know that's how you felt? Because we always, like, we have conversations, deep conversations all the time. We have spiritual conversations all the time. And I'm like, how did you not know I stood on that? And she was like, because you always say these things. And she said some of the things. And I'm like, because you're my sister. Like, in my head, I'm like, I'm joking with my sister. And like, you know, we joke, we say crazy things. And it's like, I'm doing that because you are my sister. And I felt like it was one, I didn't realize it stuck with you in that manner. And two, yeah, I thought it was a safe place just to be dumb. And I thought anything I said or you wouldn't take in that direction. So it was one of those, like, it took me back to that moment where, because even in that moment, I said I didn't realize that was the case, and I apologized. Like, and I I'm still going to joke with you, but I'm also going to make sure that you know what I stand on. And like, if I say something off or crazy, that I'm going to be like, yo, just so you know, because you're my sister, and if anyone, you should feel valued by me and know that I support you and know that like I view you like above everything else. So it's like the fact that you didn't feel that way hurt me. So, and it made me rethink of how I presented myself. So these two instances have been kind of ringing in my mind because, like I said, those are people who, my sister's my best friend in this whole world. Like, she knows me better than anybody. So if those two people come and question me, it's like, yeah, I can sit up here, I can joke, I can do different things. Even in other relationships, I can say stuff. But if me saying those things in the relationships to my best friends shake them to that manner, how am I shaking strangers or people I just walk by and have quick interactions with? And like, I don't know, maybe I'm putting too much weight on it, but I feel like these are all people that I have an opportunity to touch, influence, that my interactions can like change. You know, I mean, it can just be a domino effect, and it's like, how am I coming off to these people? Maybe that is something that I should be worrying more about.
So do you see it as a sense of responsibility, like being careful and, you know, paying attention to what you put out? In
a sense, but at the end of the day, I'm like, love having a good time. I love joking, you know.
I was gonna say, because I'm gonna continue being a knucklehead, but
I was gonna say just a question for the room. It sounds like after going through that experience, you're looking inward and taking.
He's enlightened.
Well, it's like he's trying to figure out where the responsibility lies on the giver or the receiver.
Right.
Whereas, like, you know, my mentality is,
Hey,
if you can't,
we gonna do it.
yeah. Like I don't go out maliciously anymore, but like you said, it's just about having a good time and enjoying life, and like not like life's so short. And it's like there's so many negative things and bad things happening in the world already. And it's like you're going to take these, like you said, safe space. Like I thought this was our safe space to, like, we know each other, we trust each other. And then like, but I don't think this applies necessarily more towards people you're close with, because you do want both people to feel safe in that space. But this might apply more to like maybe those more loose relationships, I guess, where it's like, and I think you guys have said this too, you don't really care how you're impacting somebody that you don't like is not that prevalent in your life. Like you would oh wait, no, you said the opposite one episode.
I do care, yeah.
No, I said that if it was ever like, if you were a small percentage in 100% of interactions, those small percentages aren't worth having like some negative energy.
Oh, so you wouldn't. Okay, I got you.
So I would make sure those are okay. And then for the people who I actually spend a lot of time with and understand on a different level, we can go back and forth.
Okay.
Understand this, understand that.
Right.
You know, but if I'm around you for 5 minutes, like I don't think it's worth having
I got you. That makes
an
sense.
issue.
I think I'm starting to agree with that more too. Or like you get to a point in your life where you just don't care. And I think after going through that little thing that I went through, it was like maybe I care too much to like give my unsolicited thoughts on something. Like,
Okay.
I don't know. If I could just think about like some of my past relationships and things like that where like, you know, you 100% right. Like just be wrong. Like who cares? Like what do I lose?
We can borrow a L that don't belong to us. You know what? You're right.
Well said. And that's what, and me and my sister talk about this a lot too. And we're like, there's like that old mindset of like marriage, of like how it used to be, where they would be like happy wife, happy life. And it's just like these lunch pail guys who go to work and just like, how's the wife? Oh, you know, da da da. But me, I think that's why I have such a hard time in relationships, because I'm like, I don't think you're supposed to be tripping like this. Let's sit down and let's talk this through.
Let's come to the table.
Let's come to the table.
Okay.
But I think what the world is trying to teach me, like, Drew, if you ever want to get married, you gonna have to, would you say, borrow some L's?
You gonna borrow some L's?
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to like get a Costco membership, buy L's in bulk.
It just wear them. Just go in the pantry and get an L every now and then.
But yeah, but not even in terms of, just in everything, just. Yeah, because like to just go back and think about like your past relationships and just little banters and little bickers that like turn the whole day or the whole evening. And you're just like, I know they're tripping, but what would it take to just be like, you know what? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, my bad.
I'm such an idiot.
Right.
And then
life's back good again.
Life's back good again.
Until they feel that way again.
Right. So I don't know if you can take anything away from that or apply any of it, but
I just don't know at what point. Yeah, I guess it's like like you asked, at what point is it you and what point is it somebody else? Because this isn't one. I'm not doing harmful stuff. I promise you, I'm not. I'm saying, like, when I say it's like me just saying a joke here and there, and then it's like you hear that and you just go with it, or and I think some of the things that were taken have also been, and this is not just talking to my family anymore. This is talking like, this is kind of, I'm examining it throughout all my relationships now. So
just how you're presenting
this
yourself
isn't
to people
toward those two conversations, but some of the things I say and are taken in other manners, I have identified as being insecurities or something else that like maybe someone else has, and that's why they're taking it there, or you know what I'm saying, like, so it's like, at what point do I say, I don't know at what point I make the move to be different, because there are people who present themselves one way the entire time, and someone will stand on a platform and say, this is who this person was. And I think a lot of people would stand on a platform and say, this is who Jonathan was, and say a lot of great things. So I don't think I'm presenting myself in a crazy way. However, I realize that some of the people, like I said, that I'm closest with, because maybe I feel more it's weird, I feel more, it's not that I feel more free, I feel more free to joke and let loose and just be wild and be, not even be myself, because it's like it's a freedom. I don't know how to explain it. It's not like I'm necessarily being myself. It's like I'm being a fool. It's like I'm someone who I don't like. Drew's a fool outside the house. I'm not a fool outside the house, but I'm a fool inside the house. So it's like that becomes a safe place to just be dumb. And now I'm realizing like the people I thought knew me the best may actually know me less than the people who I meet every day.
I have a serious question, because you even said you said outside of the pod, like you're a quiet and you're like more reserved, and you would say you're the same way too.
Yeah.
There was a period where after people were like, you're a knucklehead, you're too much sometimes in circles, like just like don't go into circles trying to get the attention. But I tried it for a little bit and I was just bored, and I was like, I gotta go back to just me having fun.
We always revert back to the mean.
To having fun at other people's expense.
Yes.
So I'm back 100%.
Hey, and I'm glad you're here.
But I want to know, like, is it fun? Like, do y'all have fun? Like what do people do if they're not joking and having fun? Like, it's like, you know how there's like different like sense of humors and different things people talk about. Like, what have you ever been in like a boring circle that's just like?
I have fun.
I think I'm a fun guy. I think what I mean mostly is like fun isn't the first thing on my mind. I kind of read the room first, and then I'm like, okay, this will work here, and I'll do it. But if not, I can sit there and be quiet.
Okay.
And in a lot of spaces, I'm quiet, and people in those spaces probably haven't seen the pod, and if they do, they would be surprised. Like, oh, this is the most I ever
like
heard
at work. Talk. I go to work, and I'm like, they would think that I'm like
recluse,
ride the short bus. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, they would say that again. So I'm getting to the point now too where I'm like, can I get in trouble for saying short bus shoddy? Nah, but yeah, I'm like, they're like, man, you talk so soft and quiet. But then my boss found me, and he was like, he was surprised to see me going from, oh yes, how you guys this morning, to
complete reverse from getting everybody's coffee.
Right? Yeah.
Miss Linda, you had the espresso. Bob, pumpkin spice.
Bob, you had the extra foam. No, that's too loud.
Trish.
Shirley. Who had the scone?
5 sugars.
No, but we were saying
who had the scone?
No, I had a good. I don't feel like that came out right, because in my head it made a lot of sense.
Who had the scone?
In my head it made a lot of sense, but like once it came out, the way y'all responded, it's like you were like, I don't know how to. When you were like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I just want to have fun, but you feel like it wasn't getting across. I feel the same way. I'm trying to say, like, the way we like that, like the way you like to have fun in those moments, that has the potential.
I get you,
to
because
this
is what I do. So I guess as we're talking about it, I realize it more. I think when I go home, I'll say a lot of the stuff I've been holding in. Because I'm in a safe place around safe people. So it's not that I'm not having fun and enjoying the world and doing, it's like I am, but there's other guards up that I let out when I'm in the house, and I'm like, I need you to stop taking single things and take me as a whole.
They take
like,
the
why
1%.
do you let the single thing, especially when you know me, why is it that those negative things shift your opinion? So, or not even always negative, but you get what I'm saying.
It's like 99 unchauvinistic things that I've done, and you gon'
let me have this
choose
one.
the point 0 one time, and I said something. Like,
right.
I would say it's tough to call because some people are more singular. Some people have a lot of different layers. Mm-hmm. I would say I was a layered human being. So it's actually funny because if somebody watches the show, they probably would think that I just laugh and joke my whole life. And it's not true. For an example, right? Mm-hmm. I was talking to this lady one time, and we was getting to know each other, and we would speak on the phone a limited amount of times. Mm-hmm. I believe that if you're giving me your time for that amount of time, I'm not going to be boring. I'm not going to be stale. Yeah. So our convos would be like lively and stuff. Mm-hmm. But she knew people that knew me, and they all told her that I was a reserved guy. And she was like, I tell them, no, I know that's not the guy I know a different one. I was like, no, they're right. And I said, I want you to know that when you spend more time with me, don't think I'm being like acting funny when I'm not as talkative, I guess. Because these are little small pockets of time where it's like, I'm not like being somebody else. Right. I just don't want you to think that like I'm just on all the time. Like, but I would say you are very close to yourself almost all the time.
It's interesting. So, in any final words, are you still pontificating over how this stuff impacted you? We're probably gonna need a follow up. We're probably gonna have to bring your dad on,
Papa Guru,
and your sister.
Family episode. You know?
Yeah. Or I don't know.
Well, at least your sister.
Because they thought that about him.
Be
oh
honest.
My God.
I don't know what they think about me.
Please don't tell us. Don't tell Guru. I don't want nobody know
what they think about me.
I don't care about the chauvinist comment.
Okay.
Like, that's not something I'm still sitting here wondering. I think it just made me reflect on a lot of different things, and like it's not like I'm sitting here being like, am I a chauvinist? Like, don't get me wrong, I did look and say, all right, there's obviously something that is reflecting traits of that, because he pointed it out and I really examined what he said. It was just more so, it really was the fact that someone who I thought knew something about me, I realized didn't. I think the biggest thing that ruins relationships is lack of understanding and communication. And I'm just realizing that there's other relationships in my life now that I'm like, I don't know, I guess I'm questioning how well certain people know me, and is it in my presentation, or is it more so in their perception, and like what should I don't know if it's something that should be addressed. I don't know if it matters. I don't know, but it's like, I don't know. It's just something I was thinking about. So, yeah, this combo wasn't supposed to be about being a chauvinist. You guys just ate that up, and then, like I said, I got in my head in that moment. But that was supposed to be like 10 minutes, and then we were supposed to move on. But you know what?
If it helps, Guru, I never thought that about you, and I still don't. Even that scenario that you pointed out, I don't know enough about it to be like, oh, you're a chauvinist. It just went over my head. So you're safe with me, buddy.
I don't know if that's the word that I would apply to it. Let me see. I see what he's saying, but I don't know if that's the word I would have used. Let me see. Person displaying excessive prejudice, support for their own cause in particular. Oh, right. I'm not gonna say anything. I think Mr. Guru has said enough.
He's right on.
All right. Well, thank you for, I think it takes a level of vulnerability and just being in a place where I think we're constantly evaluating how we're presenting ourselves to our friends, our family, the world.
And I'll say also, I want to say thank you for allowing me to have this conversation, because if I had it in other places, I think the convo would have went to
serious.
You are just the fact that this is even a convo proves that you're this, or like they don't even give you the room to talk or think or so yeah, I appreciate it.
We're always going to take things in this room and look at it from all sides. We're going to pontificate though
upon thee.
You cheated. You're a chauvinist cheater.
You're a chauvinistic cheat. You trying to...
All right, well, Guru's got a concert to get to.
That's right.
He's got a concert, but we appreciate you guys listening to us and coming back, and
Please surf TikTok just to see
if you find Jay on there. He's posing with a little 8-year-old boy.
like this.
And continue to like and subscribe before I get too old.
That's right.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Jay with the jokes, funny guy. Drew with the blah blah, telling crazy stories for a lifetime. Kemp got the wisdom for him, like nothing's ever that serious. And if you don't listen, then you're delirious.
Bro, you can't say that.
Why not?
Because we're live. I just said nothing's ever that serious.